Hello everyone and welcome back to another week of being new to New York. This episode is important to the canon and brought to you by Geraldine Marquez as she gave birth to me 23 years ago to make this exact video. This Monday, I decided to bike over the Manhattan Bridge using a city bike to meet Jane in Soho for a pre-birthday dinner. We got a pre-dinner snack at Santo Taco, which was a solid 7.0. Days like these, where I'm just walking through life with Jana, reminds me of how lucky I am to be alive and in the position I'm in. I mean, she has kept me solid for the past almost 2 years, and every day I want to be a better person for her and for myself. We decided to use the bar Toad Hall as a rendezvous spot for Zane and Aaron, who would be joining us. Take your first bite. I've been friends with Zane since he first randomly arrived at my apartment in February 2023 to read Doki Doki Literature Club for a girl. We've officially been friends for longer than 3 years now, and I do consider him my best friend, someone I genuinely can connect to, joke with, and be comfortable with, and someone I'm so thankful for in my life. Not only have I done some of my biggest projects and artistic endeavors with him, but some of my happiest moments in general were with Zane. One moment specifically I actually remember is turning 21, and he drove us out to Newport Beach for Taco Bell Cantina and Seaside Donuts. Chubby Gato was delightful, by the way. Oh, and then there's Aaron.
I thought you were gonna keep going.
My first interaction with Aaron was a funny one. It was my second year of college, and we were at our MT2 final when she pointed out my thumb ring and said it was cool. I responded with, "It's my dead grandpa's. See how much I'm shaking?" But then we weren't more friends until after the summer and well into the school year. But truly, a friendship that I'm glad to have. She's one of the funniest people I know and can pick up on game either so quickly or not at all, it's almost concerning. We weren't really able to connect fully again until recently, and it's been such a breath of fresh air and energy every time we all get to hang out. Midnight came and went, and my birthday began.
Happy birthday to you.
At work the next day, I was actually called by Sydney, Malia, and Maria. They wanted to say hi during their songwriting class, and so I went into the storage closet to talk and dance and be with them. I miss them, and I love them so much. Like, I'm so hungry, I could eat Frosty on the Zane.
Frosty on the Zane?
Yeah.
Where did you get Frosty on the Zane? How'd you find that?
What do you mean?
This isn't
People started arriving for a very impromptu birthday party that night, and the port got me 2 rooms and a boom as a gift.
Shit!
Yeah. And be like, please understand this. Don't forget.
Good gift.
I got to see a lot of the people who have meant the most to me over the years, which is crazy considering, you know, I was in Irvine for a long time. Nathan and Sloan, 2 of my day ones since the start, were able to make an appearance, and honestly I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, Ruby should have been there, but oh well. Even Elle White was here in New York for this. Specifically for this, nothing else.
I'm never gonna be in it. I don't want Joel to be the leader again. I think I should be the leader this time.
Point at the leader. 3, 2, 1.
Gonna set your timer.
Fuck! Everyone's pointing at someone else.
No, that's 2 for Aaron.
Aaron's in charge.
Aaron, you have to set the timer.
I won both rounds.
Oh fuck, my dark one.
And looking back at the year, a lot has definitely changed. But all in all, despite a lot of pain and struggle and annoyances, I feel like it's all for the better. At least for the most part.
Dark mode.
For a lot of us. The next day at work, I made sure to go over to Fort Greene Park next to LIU so that I could get a second to myself. Just getting a breath of fresh air. This time in the greenery helped me refocus and also not be as anxious about everything happening. I just needed a second to breathe. After I got this time, I had the privilege to see one of my student workers graduate and get awards for his work at the campus. And honestly, that was just a nice extra cherry for a very busy week that unfortunately was still going. So on Thursday, my brother and Caro were actually in town and they offered to have dinner with me and my friends. So we made our way to Ainsley on Bowery. Here's us playing drunk foosball.
Put me on offense, Kuya. Let's go. Sorry. I'm getting shots.
I'm always very grateful for Caro and Kuya Jarek. They always bring me out of my shell and make sure that my friends and I could have a good time as a community. Always trying new places, drinks, and experiences. They are just so filled with love and life. You can't help but have a good time when you hang out with them.
That was good. I can do it. What are you saying? Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it. Do you want to go get it? Oh! Dude, this is good together. This is so fucked up. Is there one more? That looked real. Tonight we ride.
I wish I could go back and give her a squeeze. Myself at 13 and just let her know that she's beautiful.
Oh, you can't see shit.
Take a moment to think that
I literally have a sweater hand.
We're going to Bleecker. Yeah, but then the car we put them on. Miss Street. We're going to Bleecker Street.
Oh my god. Here comes a thought that might
Happy birthday, Jarrell! Happy birthday, Jarrell! Happy birthday! To think I wasn't supposed to come to this event.
To think I forgot.
That Friday, I walked over to the Barclays to do a final inventory check for the ceremony the next day, and then I went out with Jaina and had a very disappointing udon bowl. The fish was great though, 7.5. I was very upset actually because it was the first time I ordered something bad in like 2 years. And then the ceremony on Saturday happened. But that's not important. Here's what Josh was doing at Yankee Stadium. When I got home from the graduation, a bunch of people came over again to do a special birthday project. Octet, or at least trying to be an octet. Ruby, Sloan, Jaina, Irene, Nathan, Zane, and I all gathered to sing the first song of the octet show. Aaron bailed on us, that's why there's only 7. I wanted to do a project like this because I wanted to just make music and art with some of the people closest to me. I mean, when was the last time you made art with your friends for fun? Not for a full show, not for school, not for a paycheck or a competition, just creation and community. That's my favorite thing. That's why I do it.
I'm missing the...
Irene did an amazing job as our music director for this, even without fully knowing what we were doing until the day of. Huge shout out and thank you to them for being so patient with us and as talented as they are. Even when we sounded so bad, I couldn't help but smile because everyone in this room, every one of these voices, I loved and have love for still.
This is what we're singing. Monster.
We got that.
Yeah, can we go from
And
down
I
the
am a
woods?
monster.
You looked at my
No,
toes.
no, I didn't.
Well, actually,
With
society and the fear that the monster will find me, infect me, and blind me, butcher my heart and distort my soul. Oh God, it's not me. It's starting to get to me. It's starting to get to me. It's starting to get to me. Just yet. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add myself. I was okay once. I can be okay again. Again, I have the same thing. I've not gone crazy just yet. Yeah, we're going. Not gone crazy. I was okay once. I can be okay again. I've not gone crazy just yet.
Could you do me one small favor?
What?
Could you actually play the I can be okay again? I can't do the E part on the E notes on that.
Can't hear us.
Can you just play that?
Wait. There was a forest one time, sometime. I walked through a forest one time, sometime. The forest was beautiful. My head was clean and clear, alone without fear.
The forest was safe.
Monster,
And I am a monster.
monster. Addiction, obsession, insomnia, depression.
Here comes
And then it was Saturday night into Sunday. I decided to stay in because I got up at 4:30 in the morning that day for commencement, but this is what happened to everyone else who went out.
Tonight, we ride.
Fail to be charming. Things that I said are suddenly swarming, and oh, I'm losing sight. I'm losing touch. All these little things seem to confuse me.
And that Sunday, we had a family dinner. Love y'all, and thank you for all the birthday wishes.
Take a moment and
I'll
find
see you next
yourself.
week.
Take a moment and ask yourself if this is how we fell apart. But it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.